What's going on here? Where are we?
We're in like some sort of really cool car place.
Dude, this is like hot Miami nights for sure.
Hot Miami nights. Have you seen out here? We got FD, Porsche, Integra, FD. Porsche. This is ridiculous. All the Mazdas and Porsche.
This place is awesome. All right, so Tyler and I are in Miami, and we're kind of checking out some of the local shops. We shot all day with the masterclass guys, are really good friends, but there's a big meet going on this weekend, and they're kind of having like a pre-meet, like a meet.
I mean, this is tight. Look at this, Bill side.
So yeah, they're having a pre-meet here. This place is called RMC, and they sell highly modified cars. It's something that honestly doesn't exist in LA. And then we got hey guys, we got...
I'm Danny, this is RMC.
I'm Eddie.
So RMC, tell us a little bit about what RMC is, because honestly, something like this just doesn't exist in California.
For sure, man. I mean, I know your laws suck, unfortunately for you guys. We just, basically, man, we like modified cars of all different backgrounds. You know, it's been in our nature for the last 20 years. We've been messing with cars, and obviously more of the stock, but recently we've been getting more into the modified car market, and we just, you know, we've always been into racing cars, so we know what to look for and certain things. I don't know, man, it's just kind of speaks for itself, you know. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have like this 3-rotor Veloci RX-7, and this is one of the cars that you guys have in your showroom here in Miami.
Yeah.
And this is going to be for sale soon.
Yes, yeah.
The fact that this is at a dealership, this is not a typical used car dealership.
No, man, yeah.
That's when you know.
Yeah.
That's when you know we mess with oddball things that
bro.
you can't really find.
Yeah, and then even behind you guys, we got a Renault and we got a 240Z with over fenders here.
So we've had, that's a Turbo 1 that we've had for probably 6-7 years already. It's got a built motor, T78, Microtech, makes 400 to the tire, not 700. 300 on low boost, yeah.
Make 300.
Make 300.
The Z is a 70, one of the early cars. It's 160, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's early.
Early Z, we've owned that car for what, 5, 6,
These are
7
stuff that
years.
we really can't replace, you know?
We don't sell them. This isn't for sale. Unfortunately, we don't sell a lot of cars.
Yeah, the stuff.
More collection than selling cars sometimes, but
what's going on in here? This is crazy. Like, you guys, basically you just kind of put the word out, and then it gets crazy over.
Right, so this weekend's actually a really big Porsche weekend here. It's a DRT, and it's usually 2-3 days. This year, it's because due to COVID, it's only 2 days. So tomorrow's a track day, and we like to do like a kind of like a hype party to get it going for the whole weekend. And we put the word out, and we have a big Porsche following, but bunch of everything comes. You know what I mean?
The thing I like about your meet, and also the thing I like about the collection, is you have something like this parked next to RX-7, parked next to a low mile
ITR.
Type R. I mean, the range is crazy.
It's diverse.
We like it all, man. So those are actually, we also like Mercedes. I have a 500E AMG built by Porsche. That's what I drive every day. You know, they're all special Mercedes. That's a 190E Kazi, everybody knows, dogleg tranny, DTM car. That's a 5-liter SLC. The ITR, these are all ours, S600, and then the Penn-Speed FD is ours.
The crazy thing is you're brushing them off, like you're like, oh,
Oh, like they're nothing?
Every single one of these, I could spend a whole day with.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I mean, any one of these I can fall in love with, I can really photograph and spend time with and enjoy, and kind of maybe show other people in the world what it's like to drive these cars. So let's go in here, let's check out the rest of the collection here. This is an interesting scene. This is exactly what I mean. Like, you got a Jaguar up here.
There's a Gambala Cyrus.
Corner tells kind of the story.
You got a Gambala that just sold like to a lucky owner.
Yeah, we actually sold it to a sheik in Kuwait. This is gonna be his second Gambala he buys off of us. He bought a Gambala Avalanche. It's a Cyrus. This is actually one of 12 ever built, and it was $330,000 in 1991. So even though the car's an 86, Gambala basically called it a 90 or 91 is when they finished the build. So this is a full metal work. You know, as gaudy as it looked, this is all metal. Yeah.
Wow.
This is all metal, full digital gauges.
And it's a very Miami car. Vanilla Ice had one of these back in the day.
I mean, because the more exhaust tips, the better, right?
Absolutely, bro.
You got 6 exhaust tips. That makes it
Yeah,
as
bro.
Miami
That's
as
a lot more
Miami
horsepower.
gets.
Each tip's at least 50 horse. So that's usually how it works. Yeah.
I like that.
This is Mark Stylo built, GM performance engineer, head designer. He built this car in 05. This is the first Camaro with a Z06 LS7 dry sump motor in it before it came out in the Z06. So this is a full GM division built 69 Camaro, chassis up.
And we just took it to Tail the Dragon. Actually, Peter took it. He's done a pretty nice drive
We
with
drive
it.
this everywhere. It's been to North Carolina, Daytona 500, 24 hour. It's been to Sebring. It's been.
I see it's been on the Hot Rod Power Tour.
Yeah, it's been on the Power Tour. This is a sorted car. And that's what we're really trying to push is a lot of people modify cars. Doesn't mean they're done right. Not to say that we don't always run into issues, but we try to really sort the cars out and really buy cars that can be enjoyed. You know,
We like to push it to like an enthusiast that wants to actually drive the car. You know what I mean?
yeah, we don't like to sell stuff that sits in our garage, unfortunately.
And then on top of that, you have so many 240Zs. You have a bunch of Porsche slant nose DP cars.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell us why the 240Z? You guys have a lot of 240Zs.
Yeah, well, the old man, he started with Z's back in the day, so I think it's just kind of a nostalgia.
First car I ever had.
Yeah, so we have 4 S30, 5 S30s in here, so this is actually a 260 with a Big Daddy Performance 2J, clutchless T56, just turning it into a street car, 1,200 wheel horsepower, clutchless, have some fun, electric AC.
It's going to pop wheelies with 1,200 horsepower.
It's gonna smoke the tire a lot. I don't know about wheelies, but it'll definitely get out of its way, for sure.
That's basically 10 times the horsepower.
Yeah. So yeah, that's full chassis, 300ZX, Z32 rear end, and all built. It's done right. Slowly but surely we're finishing it. But we figured, it's something you could see. It's definitely a visual, visually appealing. It runs, it drives, but it's not done.
It's got a original Pandem kit on it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
We bought real Watanabes. We didn't go with Rotas or anything crazy, so we got some real Watts, relipped. So just trying to, it's not really period correct with a 2J in it, but I think it just, I don't know, it looks cooler.
It's still inline 6. But the crazy thing is you have it parked next to a bunch of real DP cars.
yeah.
Yeah. This is basically what Kramer would call K3, K2, K1, or DP1, 2, 3. So this is the last the last version, of their 935. So Kramer would basically take DP's bodywork and just rebrand it and take a stock motor, cam it, big turbo, and intercooler. Real DP 935 actually all came equipped with roof motors. So all 3 of these cars have roof motors, except for this one. This is an RS Tuning Schemmel built twin turbo 3.3, which was built by the actual engine, the lead engine builder for roof, when they built the CTR Yellowbird. So the guy who built the Yellowbird engine built this motor, and then those are roof BTR 3.4s, both of them.
Oh my God.
One being a dog.
Are these all for sale?
Yes, yeah, they're all for sale.
What is up with you guys? This is like the 6th DP car I've seen here in Miami. What is it up with you guys on DP? You guys love these cars.
Miami, back in the days, this was, believe it or not, this was common here. Yeah. It's not common today, but back in the 80s, Miami was...
They were loaded. It was
right.
DPs everywhere. The thing is, there was a lot of fake
So
DPs.
when I was a kid, I would see these cars, and so I know how to recognize them.
The
so we
nostalgia.
found, yeah. So it's I grew up with this.
So a lot of people
I
would
know.
take 930s and just buy a body kit and then just throw it on their car, call it a 935. But these are all imported from Germany. All 3 of them.
Tell them, if you don't mind, tell them about the windshield.
Yeah,
one
for
of
sure,
7
man.
with a long windshield.
Yeah, this is a full street track spec. Obviously, it has, if you notice, it has no cowl, so it's got an extended windshield to cut the wind better with the hood.
Gutters.
Yeah, it's got shaved gutters. Sunroof delete. This is actually a body in white, so this is a DP VIN number. Car started off as a Porsche part number, just a white bare shell, and DP built the car ground up. So
That's
and that,
incredible.
obviously.
So I've had a chance to visit DP in Germany, and just the craftsmanship, legitimately, dudes are making body kits by hand.
Yeah.
In the shop, and then, you know, it's just crazy. You can't replace that craftsmanship.
No, it's a dying art. You know, Eki and Patrick, you know, Zimmerman. All these cars are signed by them. Also, you know, just kind of little authenticity. But they basically threw the molds away, and I think BC actually bought the 935 Moby Dick molds from somehow. I don't know how he ended up with them. Very cool cars, but you know, they're all water-cooled motors and electric, and I think it really takes the nostalgia feeling out of these cars. None of these cars are ever going to be the fastest cars in the world. I think it's just a package of...
It's just the look. I mean,
they're so aggressive looking, so aerodynamic. I mean,
plus the turbo fans and all of that. I mean, it's also honestly shaped the way car culture is now.
Yeah.
With the way these cars were.
I mean, it's a very motorsport-inspired car. You know, everybody would see these cars winning 24-hour Le Mans, 24-hour Daytona, and they wanted the closest thing they could have on the street, you know, as the race car. So this is what they came out with. So, yeah, man. So everybody thinks they're Kremers, but the reality of the fact is that they're really DPs, all of them. So their DP 935 is where it started, and you know, I think that's the most motorsport-based. I mean, crazy fact. Sorry. Mm-hmm. These are RSR Fuchs. Eki, to pass TÜV on both of these cars, he had to do 1,000 hours on the Nürburgring to pass the German TÜV. So 1,000 hours, they went through a motor, 3 clutches, and 3 drivers over the course of 3 weeks, just to get widened Fuchs to pass the German TÜV. So,
yes. So for those of you guys who complain about how strict it is in California,
they have no idea about German.
They have no idea. It's like not that California is not bad at all, and then Florida is basically a free-for-all.
Yes, it is.
yeah, bro, we drive, I mean, race cars with...
You could literally drive
tags.
open header car, no problem.
We do it
Nobody
on a
tells
daily
you
basis.
anything. It's all
Trust me,
I'm not
I
trying to
know.
sound like a dickhead.
Last time we shot Ricky's Model A on the street, passing by cops, and they're basically like...
They wave at you. They're like, hi, nice car.
Moving out of the way because they don't want to get in the shop.
Thumbs up, like, hey, badass build, man.
I mean, yeah, like we're driving that to the track tomorrow, you know? We throw a dealer tag on it, or, I mean, you can register, it has a VIN number, but, you know, basically all these cars can get street driven.
Let's check out some of the cars.
Yeah, man, whatever, yeah, for sure.
So, of course, I naturally gravitate towards this, but you have a couple Z's over here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, this car, it was a barn find. It sat in a garage find, sorry. It was in a garage since 1990, and so we bought it earlier this year. 40,000 original miles, 78 original window sticker, all the documentation, actual miles on this car. It's really hard to find. Sundial yellow, really nice car. Over here we have a 21,000 mile 300ZX. This is a Florida car, red, which is actually really rare, bone stock, all original paint.
Wow, turbo too.
Yeah. Car's brand new, literally out of the wrapper. You can even just look at the plating.
5-speed car too, so it's not just
manual. It's not automatic.
A lot of autos obviously were produced, so definitely we only buy stick shift.
I mean, this is one of those cars that, like, who knows? This could have just been somebody's daily driver, and there's no rhyme or reason for them to save something like this.
Some people are just fanatics, and they don't. It's like their baby. They don't want to touch it. It's like they want to look at it in their garage, you know.
I think the fact, you know, obviously none of these cars are easy to find. You know, I think that's what we try to do is find things that aren't that easily attainable, you know, and to find a 20,000 mile 300ZX turbo, crazy enough, but we've had 30 of these, you know, and it's probably all the low mileage 300ZX turbos. We've probably owned a majority of them, but you know, that's what we hunt for. It's either very low mileage, you know, nice cars, or extremely well modified cars, or just, you know, it's basically we just cover all the grounds.
It's a pretty diverse mixture. I mean, we do have very nice low mileage stuff, but we also have modified engine swap cars. Cars that we built, like this rally car.
Yeah, tell me about this thing. This thing's all nice and dirty.
This actually we built in-house over the course of how many months, Peter? 6 months?
It was a cheap, fun build, you know, just something budget-friendly that we could just go beat the hell out of it, and that's exactly what we do. I mean, we take this thing out probably twice a week and just go tear it up on trails.
I see that. It's very dirty. What an awesome build.
But it's fun. It's, you know, most importantly, it's got cold AC. It's rust-free.
Yeah. Fun fact: we actually, on the way to get it all dirty, we were on the highway. I was driving with Peter, 100 miles an hour, not touching the steering wheel, dead straight on the highway.
And everything, you know,
at this height, with all the modifications that you see.
Can we check out this thing?
Yeah,
Are
man,
you guys
please,
going to track this thing tomorrow?
No, we're actually tracking the RWB tomorrow. We recently just imported this one from the Netherlands. We're just having some wiring issues as any race car. There's always some type of issues, but this is basically an E36, what they call the GTR. You know, it's got an E39 M5 built dry sump motor in it.
Can we take a look at
6-speed.
that?
Yeah.
Damn, this thing is crazy. Is this a time attack car, or what was it built for?
It was actually built to compete in the GT3 series as Zandvoort. It was running 991 Cup times, but with the driver, the guy who built it, who knew the car. We actually bought it to turn it into our RMC track car. So we just got it back from the track. So we just went to the track, ran into a couple issues. I'm sending it out to my buddy in the West Coast. We're gonna go through the whole wiring, retuning, just basic maintenance, which we've done most of, but we're just gonna go have some fun with it, man, and go try to piss off some new people, you know, in their new cars, and that's basically it. So
Yeah, it's like this damn 3 Series is passing me.
349 IS, bro. It's not even an M3, you know? That's what we call it, a 349.
It literally, doors can come off, fenders can come off, hood comes off.
It's on WEDs, AP Racing, N-Tracks, you know, FIA cage.
Tell us about this RWB. Like, I have a pretty personal story with RWBs. Nakai-san actually invited me to race in the 12 hours of Motegi.
No way.
And yeah, it was honestly just one of those pinch me, I must be dreaming moments.
Dude, that must be insane.
I did 4 stints. I did a night stint.
Wow.
My longest stint was 45 minutes in a RWB.
That's crazy.
And
So funny enough, this is a real idler's car. This is imported from Japan. This is this was as far as our knowledge, was the fastest naturally aspirated RWB to race idlers. With Rotana in front, the idlers RWB, and the baby blue 993 GT2, all promo deck car, then this car, and then the rest of the field. So being able to keep up with a 700 horsepower category in an NA car running 7-hour endurance races or 12-hour endurance races.
You want to hear it? You got to turn it on.
Yeah, man, it's pretty radical.
The car sounds crazy.
So it's basically yeah, man, it's a 92 C2. Obviously, this is, you know, Okinawa endurance. And
I mean, the thing that I really, I guess what I dislike about a lot of RWB builds
I already know what you're gonna say.
is that they're not finished and they're not performance oriented.
No, all show, no go, usually.
But that was Nakai-san's original idea, was to have this thing that looks good, that still performs. That's why he drives them on the track. That's why he invites people from all over the world to drive his cars.
And that's why they make them as wide as possible for maximum grip, not just to look good.
no, definitely, man. I think Japan is basically, I mean, obvious. Everybody knows they're well known for their style. I mean, you know, I could buy modified cars anywhere in the world. I choose to buy them in Japan just because their innovation and, you know, the amount of attention to detail, and they actually know what they're doing, and it looks good. You know, the cars look good, and I think I like cars that look good. Like, nobody doesn't like cars that look good. So
It's form and function, basically.
yeah, so we strongly despise all show no-goes. Like, that's a huge no-no.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I haven't not sold them and I will buy and sell them, but I prefer to buy, you know, this is an original early RWB. This is a 2002 build, molded fender car, but this is everything, promo dead titanium exhaust, you know. I prefer to have them like this, a real rough world car, than to have the show car. Not to say there's anything wrong with it, it's just my preference. So
Yeah, without a doubt, the
Midnight Perp.
Yeah, it's just the ones that don't have the bolted on fenders, the molded fenders.
Yeah.
They just look so right.
So yeah, man. So this car, you know, carbon. It's actually a carbon roof, installed by Nakai. It's got a real 3.8 RSR motor in it from a 964. It's got a RSR 993 6-speed. You know, turbo brakes, full Aragosta suspension, and you know, all the basics. Very expensive basics that you would use to go fast, I guess. It's probably the most radical sounding
It
naturally
sounds
aspirated
radical.
car
You literally have to hear it.
ever heard. Tomorrow's going to be at, you know, we not only sell them, you know, we make sure they work and obviously have some fun with them, you know. I mean,
So is this going to be like a shop car, or is this something
no,
for sale
the
also?
M3 is the shop car, or whatever the hell you want to call that, Frankenstein. This we do, you know, I'm not rich. Like, I have to move the inventory. I would love to keep things like this. I have a 993 that I track, you know, with a roof motor, single turbo. He's got an E30 with an SR that he's going to start tracking. You know, we just, you know, basically cover all the grounds.
You guys are just car guys. This is your job. This is where you work. You don't own all these cars. I mean, you technically.
The RMC owns all the cars, But
RMC owns them.
They're not. Although we drive them, you know, like I said, you know, we sort them. So, for the most part, I drive the cars. You know, I drive them home. I go and I drive them as intended, and you know, I go through them. You know, if fuel system issues, braking issues, suspension issues, you know, I really like to sort those things out as well as possible, you know, and if not, it's, you know, made aware to the buyer. But
people don't realize these are 30-year-old cars. I mean, they're not spring chickens. You know what I mean?
Can you start it?
You want to fire it up? Yeah.
Did you bring earmuffs?
It is warm, so don't. I just drove around the block. I just changed the oil, so I let it warm up for a second.
You're gonna be surprised. It is pretty freaking loud.
Automatic.
See what happened? Dueling Dragons.
This is insane. This is nuts. Dude, it doesn't sound like a car. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it sounds crazy.
It's gonna be like, I really wish you're going tomorrow to the track day, because this thing on wide open throttle down the backstretch, wow.
Yeah, so obviously a little bit of liquid encouragement, you know. We're all drinking, having a good time.
It doesn't sound like a car. It sounds like machine guns going off.
Sounds like a rotary plane. It's oil temperature is hot. It's cold in here, and it's, you know, obviously, so it misfires. It's got a race tune in it. After 4,000 it clears. It's really hard to drive, but it's drivable. It sounds fucking bonkers.
So
I mean, it sounds crazy.
in here, they're gonna have ringing in their ears for the next week.
Sure, man. It's definitely a show, bro. But it's not all show, no go. You know, like it does it all. So put 2 seats in it. You know, clean up for a street tune. Like I said, they race in endurance, so they have a really fat all the fuel. So it's very lean at idle, so that it can warm up at idle without fouling the plugs. And then it's only fat after 4,000 RPM is where the power range should be. So it's kind of hard to find that median in revving it. But whatever, you know, I think we attempted. How are your ears feeling, bro?
Dude, my ears, I was like, I had to give up at one point. I was like, I'm out. Where did you learn all this stuff? I mean, you're a young guy. Like, how do you know all this stuff?
Bro, I've obsession, you know, and luckily having a dad that's also we grew up drag racing, you know, we've never had like these types of, you know, these are, you know, slowly but surely we've worked our way to get to where we want to be and obviously continue to grow, but we've always been into drag racing and being into drag racing. There's no drift, like Cali, you guys got time attack, drifting, like we don't have any of that. You know, so that's kind of a scene that we're both trying to bring here. It's difficult, you know, people don't really get the idea, and it's hot as shit here, so.
With that said, it blows my mind that this car is in a dealership. You could walk into, like any other used car dealership, right. You could walk in here with a stack of cash and then drive away. Drive on
with a temporary tag, bro.
This trip is a little too short for us, but next time we come down, we got to pick out some of these cars. I know you guys are switching inventory a lot.
Yes.
But we got to pick out some cars, and we got to go to downtown. We got to go around.
Absolutely.
On the bridges, get some nice shots.
Don't worry, man.
Not only that, we organize nice drives through Miami, kind of late night, kind of midnight run kind of thing. Everybody brings out their, their hot rod or whatever it is that they have.
We drive a little fast.
Kind of run what you brung kind of thing. We do it all the time, and we're known for it. So,
We just don't videotape it. We kind of
just
suck
record
at it, you know?
and it's in Mexico as well,
Well, I mean, that's one of the series that we love to do on Hoonigan Autofocus. We take essentially full-on drift cars or race cars. We take them onto the street. We don't drive fast, but the point is to show this car out of place.
Yeah.
I
saw it. I'm friends with Fish. I saw you doing the whole Risky Devils on the street, which was pretty cool.
We love that kind of stuff, and essentially we want to do the Miami version.
Let's do it,
and
man.
I think being friends with you guys will help a lot.
Hopefully we can, we can get something together. It'll be fun, I think.
Cool,
For sure.
awesome. I think that's a wrap for now, but we'll keep shooting here and we'll keep bringing you guys coverage.